day pads? What you think at your group close?
Still have a lot of work to do, obviously. You got kind of a mix of different breeds. You got a group of guys that played a lot last year, 2 guys who are coming off of some off-season surgeries that are practicing for the first time. You got a bunch of young guys that are just getting out of high school practicing for the first time. So it's been a mix of 2 different groups of players, but they're all responding to the message I'm trying to preach to them, which is hard work. Come with your hard hat every day and try to get better every single day. So it's going to be a long process, but we're definitely going to get there.
How pleased have you been with Julian Obioha, just the work he's done to get himself healthy, get himself right, and then everything else he's doing to be an impact player for you?
Well, to me, he is what we live by, or our motto as a D-line is. I mean, our identity has to be the hardest playing D-line in this league. And again, one thing that he does every single day in practice, every game, he lays it on the line. He plays hard every snap. And again, when you look at all the ESPNs and all these magazines, they have us ranked as the worst D-line in the SEC. I mean, everywhere you read it, 2, 3 different places I've read, we're the worst D-line in the SEC. You have to form an identity. And that means we're going to outplay folks. We're going to be the hardest working group, and we're going to get some things done. But he embodies what we believe in as a D-line. Just play hard every single snap and give it all every single play.
As he changes roles, what are some of the fundamental differences for him moving to that side, into that rushing spot?
The biggest thing is he'll be playing in more space, which means he'll be more of an edge setter for us. And probably the biggest difference now is in some of our zone blitzes, he'll actually be dropping into coverage. So he has to understand the coverage concepts, which aren't real complicated from our point of view. But again, just getting reps and learning, it's going to be new. But he's done a good job picking it up so far, and he's about the smartest guy we have in our room. I mean, he's probably a 4.0 student coming out of high school. So he's a sharp guy. He doesn't take long for him to learn it, and he won't have any issue learning anything we do from a different position.
Of the freshmen, whether it's in or tackle, who's the furthest ahead right now?
It's hard to say. I mean, we've had these shoulder pads on for about 2-3 days. One day, one of them you step up and do some things, and another day, another guy will step up and do some things. So, to me, and I told those guys, we've had a couple quizzes now. Test time's tomorrow. So Saturday night at 6 o'clock, whatever time we kick it off, this is going to be your test, your first test, and I get a chance to see as a coach, when the lights come on, who's going to make some things happen. Well, I know a year ago, some of the guys we played that are playing now for us, the first time you go in that scrimmage in front of that stadium, well, they kind of get shell-shocked, and you got to be able to handle it when it's a true live game time situation for the big guys up front now. I mean, we can do all the practice we want, but you got to put them under duress. You got to put them under pressure. They got to actually tackle running backs. They got to put pressure on the quarterback when we need it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond under the lights. So I'll have a better idea after they scrimmage tomorrow exactly where they are, but they're all kind of different days. One may do a little better than the other one, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Saturday night.
Last week with Polo, obviously the funeral being tomorrow, and just what it's been like for you guys in that room coping with this over the last week and a half.
It's not been easy. It's not been easy. It's just sometimes it's surreal. It's hard to believe that a guy you just saw not too long ago now is not part of us. And one thing I try to tell all of our guys, all of our group, we're all a family. At Texas A&M, not only is our team a family, but the D-line group is a family. And anytime you lose a family member, it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody. So it's tough for everybody including myself, because I'm the leader of the group, and it's been tough. But we're all going to go up there together as a team and try to help his family get through this tough time, take part in the funeral, and then we'll come back and go back to work. But we're definitely going to miss Polo.